Tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com. Broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Flickr at john146. Jesus, the way, the truth, the life. Anyone, anywhere in the Los Angeles area. I mean, this has been since we were kids. I'm 37 years of age, and I've been seeing this since I was a kid. You know what I mean? 17, 18 years old. Jesus, the way, the truth, the life. On posters.
Yeah, posters.
Mainly posters back in the day, right?
Posters, cardboard signs on telephone poles at busy intersections. Yeah.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
john146, and I do stickers, posters, cardboard signs, that sort of thing.
First question. How long have you been doing it? Was that someone else doing it? You have a team, or?
No, there was actually a guy I met from Detroit. He was out here, and he was putting up posters on telephone poles that said, "You need Jesus." And I got a hold of a few of those, and I started using those, and then I kind of gravitated to John146. And that's what I've been doing for, I don't know, almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. So
almost 20 years.
Consistently put it. How often do you do it? Or
I go out every weekend usually on Saturdays. Work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So I usually go out on Saturdays. L.A., San Bernardino, wherever.
Whoa. How far have you gone with it, though? I mean,
driving. I've gone up to San Francisco, Fresno. Been out to Arizona, Oklahoma, Nevada, New Mexico, and I've flown out to New York City 3 times to put up stickers, because stickers are big out there.
So the stickers was just a transition, or?
Stickers were like a transition maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Because I was always see stickers, especially when I was out in Orange County. You'd see a lot of like skateboard stickers, a lot of band stickers, and I thought, hey, I'll get some stickers made. I was going to go out to New York City, and I knew that place was covered with stickers. Yeah. So I got some stickers made just solely to go to New York City. And then when I came back, I thought, hey, I'm going to start doing the same thing out here, because Melrose, Los Feliz, there's a lot of places.
Yeah, word. And the stickers, are you printing them yourself, or how about are the posters? Let's talk in the beginning. Were you printing them?
The posters are just 8.5 by 11 posters. You go to Kinko's, you can just, you could run a whole bunch of them off for, 2 or 3 cents a piece.
Okay. And the stickers? How about the stickers?
Stickers I get made. They're vinyl stickers. They're silkscreen. They have a life of about 3 to 4 years. I've seen them up in Vegas still like 3-4 years later. A lot of them come down, but it's worth it going vinyl when you do see something that's been up for several years. It's like, wow,
Why did you choose John146?
John146. It's just it's a scripture verse. It's in the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 6, and it's Jesus Christ describing himself. He says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." He says, "Nobody comes to the Father except through me." And I just thought it was very well-rounded, and I've always stuck with that.
Are you funded by any religious organization?
No, just solely myself.
Yeah, oghuskyradio.com. So, are you a preacher? I mean, do you work for?
I guess you could say, in a sense, through my posters and stickers, I guess you could say it's a form of preaching. I'm not very vocal with my mouth, talking. So, this is the way I guess I could preach.
Yeah, you were telling me that off there. You're not vocal. So, when you're putting up, do people come and start the conversation about religion?
Every once in a while. Mostly, it's doesn't have a lot to do with my message. It's more like the methods. They're just kind of like, hey, what are you doing? And then they kind of see what the message is, and then they kind of lighten up sometimes, because they think, oh, he's putting up some graffiti or something. I've had people come up and go, hey, what's this? What are you doing? And then they see what it says, and they just kind of mellow out.
Have you ever been sweated by the police for doing stuff like that?
I've been. Yeah, and they actually didn't see what I was putting up. They were just saw that, hey, there's a guy putting up stickers, and then they go, hey, what are you doing? And I guess, something else comes up that demands their attention a little bit more than a guy putting stickers, and they split, So the few times that's happened, it's never escalated into anything else than just a warning.
So from the cardboard poster days 20 years ago to now, Have there been? Has it? It's always been John 14:6.
It's always been John 14:6. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's just something I've stuck with. I've tried to go do other things, and it's just, you know, like I have a friend in New York City, and he writes Jesus saves, and you know, and that's like the thing he's stuck with all his life, you know, and that's just kind of, you know, what I've done with the John 14:6.
For the most part, do you think the method of how you're doing it reaches more people?
It reaches more people, for say, like in the street art and the graffiti community. You know, people that probably wouldn't have that much of an interest in it. I think they see my stuff up here and there, and they kind of go, "Wait, what is this?" You know,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe it's you know, because like the graffiti and especially with stickers, that kind of community has kind of accepted me somewhat, you know, invited me to go to, you know, shows and trade stickers and this and that, and the methods of what I do has kind of opened up some things to some subcultures I probably wouldn't be exposed to.
Straight up.
But I never
yeah.
considered it graffiti, you know, until I went on the internet and started trading packs, and people were saying, "Oh yeah, you know, they I guess it's stickers is the new graffiti in a lot of respects."
Yeah. Did you? So when you started, did you ever think like, oh, I'm gonna go to sticker shows?
No,
and
I didn't even know.
I'm gonna be talking to these kids, and they're gonna want to trade stickers with me, like to collect my stickers.
I didn't even know there was a culture. I didn't even know there were stickers.
How did you find the culture? Yeah, let's get into that.
Well, actually, I posted some pictures up on Flickr, and somebody started, you know, a few people started asking me, "Hey, you're the guy putting those up?" And you know, I was invited to the Bring Your Black book, the very first one in the Valley, and then you know, all these people showed up, and I didn't know anything about that there was any kind of a scene. You know, I didn't even know that you weren't supposed to put your stickers up over other people's and stuff like that.
The codes.
I didn't know that, because I went down to Melrose years ago, and I was putting stickers up over people, and somebody writes a nasty little blog about me on Melrose Fairfax, and I didn't know what capping somebody's stickers was, and I go out of my way not to do that.
Yeah.
I go because I run across people that say, "Oh yeah, you put your stuff on." I say, "Hey, I don't do that now. I didn't know there was."
You didn't know that it was.
I had no idea that people took it so serious.
Okay.
But I can understand, and when people put their stuff over mine, I take pictures of it. I post it up on my thing. I could care less.
But to other people, it's a whole other subculture.
Yeah. I understand in Europe it's not that big of a deal to put your stuff over somebody else's. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know there was a subculture. I didn't know there was rules.
Flickr John 14:6. Once again, Flickr John 14:6. Underground, I'll say legend, man, because you've been doing it for a very long time, and people within the Los Angeles streets, anybody walking around could say, even with that, man, it's not even you're in the hood spots too, man. You're going out there.
I like the hood spots because
why?
Well, because it's lawless. I mean, you know, you're putting up stickers, and it's not like going to some white suburban area where, you know, everything's clean, you know, clean and sanitized. You know, it's a little bit more dirtier, grittier, and I like it because there's already stickers up, and you don't get into so much trouble. There's signs on telephone poles for everything. It's hard to find a spot to put anything up in. I like the inner city areas.
Any other collabs you've done? Artists you work with?
Virtual, I've done a sticker collab with him and a few other guys. Not a whole lot. You know, most of the guys that contact you for collabs, it never follows through.
Yeah, because we ran into you at the Landmark about 2-3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
And that's why when you came in, you're like, man, I mean, how many times people ask me for an interview and nothing comes of it, or nothing collabs or nothing like that.
Do a zine and, you know, nothing comes of it. But, you know.
Well, thank you, and
oh, no problem.
I know you're not familiar, but what we do here is we archive Los Angeles hip hop culture, and it's infinite elements. It's not just the four of breakdancing, and you've contributed from what you do. And I think that's one of the things that when we archive this is that artists like yourself can realize that you inspire people, because you could be in the grimiest of places and you're gonna look up and see Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life. Right. You know what I mean? And if that little inspiration, you know what I mean, to do it, so that way you can continue keeping up the good work that you do, man.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And thank you on behalf of Los Angeles.
Oh,
man.
Well, thanks for having me out.
There it is. OGHuskyRadio.com. Stay posted. More interviews to come. DJ Top Rank Live.